like it. Roll it. Do a third one. That's fun. Could vary some colors. Make some little daintier ones in the back. So we'll get into a bit of the yellow. Roll it around, get that shape I'm looking for. I like that. A couple of small ones, suggestions right there. Ooh. When your water gets this color, it's time to change it. Okay, so I'm going to finish off these poppies pretty quick here. So again, I'm going to get that dark blue that I had going on. Put a sienna in there. I need more blue. I need to buy more colors. And there's probably too saturated on the brush, so damp it off. And I'm going to pull a couple of lines down. And then we're going to do some fuchsias at the top, because I'm finding just the impression of a fuchsia isn't that difficult either. If you're trying to do the real flower, yes, you've got some time involvement, you definitely need some pictures, but I think we all kind of have an idea of what that flower looks like. So I've got a beautiful purple in there. And I'm going to lay that down from here, so we're just going to go glunk, 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 glunk. And then I want some pink in there as well. So up in the top before it dries, I'm going to add some pink at the top, because there's a bit of a head that holds these petals together. So if I can get that impression of that top of these while they're still wet. And let's go one more for good measure. Let those sit for a minute before we work on the stamen for those flowers. And we'll go back to the red ones at the bottom. So I want a little bit of a richer color in there. So again, I'm going to take some of my blue, which is almost gone, and just touch, anchor a couple of these. Yeah, that does that. That's nice. And not quite, I think we could do some leaves. So we'll pull in some of the greens up into the yellow up here. Oh, I don't like that green. It's way too phthalo. So any of the yellows we can bring in here. Earthen it up a little bit. That's better. Better for me. I like that one. And I'm just going to wackily go scumbling along, impressing a little bit of green down here in my already little bit of green background. And we're going to have to wait for that one to dry. In the meantime, we can do a little darkening up on this hummingbird and define a few of the colors. Oh, I wish I had more blue. Oh, I got my travel kit. My plein air kit. I'm going to find. I want to add a little bit of some darkness in a few spots. Ground this bird a little bit. That's nicer. And up in here, I'm just going to add a little bit more of that red up in here. So I'm just basically playing until it's right. And I think the best thing up here, that line is too harsh, so I'm gonna wet it all down, suck it up, extend that water line so I don't have the hard edge that I had just had there previously, and that's softer, that looks good. I'll do the same down in this wing. I'm gonna wet the wing, bring those blues into it, and add a few of the deeper colors in a few spots. Nice. These little guys are just too wet. It'll take way too long to dry. So suck it up, buttercup. And get some green going on at the top of that. That green's a little too rich, so I think I want a softer yellow in there. That's nice. Get this around and I can just play up here. So we've got a stem for each of these. Then we want some leaves. Nice. A little bit of highlight there. So let's just put a couple of deeper spots in as well. That's impression of. And then we'll go with our pretty little pink in a little bit of the purple because that pink is crazy. And no, we're gonna have to be patient. Patience, wait for that one. Maybe we can play down here with some feet. Softer branches in the background. Joins this in. And the feet. So we were going with a lovely dark blue, which I take out of this palette. Bring it over here. And when I want to get a darker blue, I will add a little bit of red. Lovely. Nope, branch isn't dry yet, so we can't go there yet either. So we'll just stay here for a second. We're not going to splatter yet either. It's just time to wait for paint to dry. Stamen, we can work on now. We'll just bring a few extra lines down here. Bring that color, I'm just going to wash that down. Get a soft color down here. And I want to do something up here as well. This is just not blending very well, so just take a bit of that. A stronger yellow or something up in here. There's a bit of sunshine coming in. I like that drip. I think it'll dry nicely. There, those flowers are done. These flowers need a little bit more grounding or shadow on them, so let's bring in that blue again. this down. Yeah. Let's ground some color into there. And that means my green's got to be a little darker too, so. I love my travel kit. I'm so comfortable with it. I use it all the time. I'm going to add that same dark value up in here because I think that really strengthens it. All right, most of the painting is drying now, and I'm going to work in some splatters, which is something that really gives a bit of an extra energy to a painting. So I'm going to take my pretty blue, my ultramarine, my favorite blue, and I'm going to drop a few of these spots on here. Hopefully you can see these going down here. Oh, I'm liking these. Bit of direction to it. That's enough of that one. And we'll get some pretty pinks up in here too. That's a bit too red. So we're going to turn around for this. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not going to pick that up. There's a lot drying on here. And I think we're just going to darken a little bit of the underbelly of our little hummingbird that's perched on the branch. So I'm going to take my ultramarine and burnt sienna, get a lovely dark shadowy color there, and just bring some in just on the lower side sky. Oh, I like that. Just splash a little yellow down in that corner just to connect, and I'm just going to play with this bird a little bit some more, and I'm going to go with that blue, and I'm going to bring this neck down a little bit. There we go. That's what she needed. And I want to give her a little bit of movement too, so I would like to direct some splatters around her. And so I just have to pick the colors that I think would work with her, and because she's got the cobalt blue in her, I think maybe we'll stick with that. Yep, good enough. I like it. I hope you do too. Thank you. Thanks for watching me. Terri Rodstrom, watercolor artist from Victoria, BC. Thanks again. So here's the painting from a different angle. So I just wanted to let you see that. The flowers, the splatters that are joining things together. And better look at my messy palette, but you could see how I choose my colors. I'll throw some into the mix in the middle, decide whether they're going to work here or not, then I could clean that slate off and start again. This is a little more floral and a little lighter for me. This is another class that I do, and maybe I'll put that one on video too, so we'll have a second lesson.